Am I the a-hole for writing my parents a check for everything they say I owe them and telling them to shut up and get out? I am 30 years old and fairly successful thus far. My parents are a huge part of my success. They kept me motivated through school, they gave me a great childhood, they helped me graduate debt-free. My mom's contacts helped me land a well-paying job straight out of university. I'm a Nepo kid. Without them, who knows where I'd be. They think this gives them carte blanche to interfere in my life. They constantly critique everything about my life. I cannot think of one aspect of my life they approve of. And I'm not a bad person or anything. It's not like they have a problem with me because I am a drug addict or working as a sugar baby. They just think they know better about everything. I had them over to my place for my dad's birthday. And everything was wrong. My apartment was too small, the stove didn't have precise control of the heating elements, and I scorched the sauce. I did not, it was perfect. Just everything. And they kept saying they wanted better for me. And that after everything they did for me I should be doing better. Well, I'm doing well. And because I live the way I do, I've actually done fantastic for the last 8 years. So I wrote them a big check and asked them to hold it up. I took a picture of them with the check. They asked what it was for. I said that it was everything they had wasted on me, since obviously they think I have failed, so I'm giving them a refund. I told them that I loved them and that I appreciated their help, but now that they were paid back, they could keep their opinions to themselves and out of my apartment. They got huffy and left. I heard from my brother that they are pissed that I did that. I don't really care. I just want them to accept that I don't owe it to them to live my life how they want.
Not the a-hole. If your parents were actually supportive and loving, they would encourage you instead of criticizing. It's great that they helped you growing up, but that is actually what parents are supposed to do. There's nothing wrong in setting boundaries or expecting to be treated with respect and kindness as an adult. Writing them a check was an inventive way of trying to point out their negative behavior. I'm not sure it will work to make them understand how their actions aren't reasonable or kind, but it was a better option than losing your temper. Keep your boundaries, live your best life, and if your parents want to be a part of it, they can learn not to be a-holes around you.
Not the a-hole. But in one way, the check kind of cheapens the point. Meaning no one owes their parents a refund in order to gain the right to live how they want to live as an adult. That said, the check also makes your point crystal clear. You don't owe them anything, and they need to stop treating you as though all their help came with a plethora of invisible strings attached. You can't be held to conditions and expectations you never agreed to.
I disagree. I think the check was the hilarious icing on the cake. OP could have said the words and kicked them out, but they gave their parents a physical reminder of their idiocy. Here is your investment back. Shame you think it didn't work out. They will remember this day when they are in a retirement home and their child never visits.
Not the a-hole. I think that you were pretty ingenious with your response, and fortunate that you could do that. If they can't drop it, there are 2 things I might say. First, I am sorry that your investment in me didn't pay off and you are disappointed, but at least you have been reimbursed. Second, well, maybe this isn't what you had in mind for me, but I am totally happy and satisfied with what you helped me accomplish and where I am in life. Can't you just be happy for me?
Not the a-hole. You played them at their own game and they lost. That's why they're mad. Since their contributions to your life have been paid back, they no longer have the leverage they imagined to criticize you with impunity. Good for you. Keep up this boundary so they learn. Being mad won't kill them, and neither will keeping their opinions to themselves.
Am I the a-hole for breaking the child-free rule? My fiancé Max and I are getting married in November. I have a huge Colombian family. We are all close enough, and there are like 1 million kids. I love them all and cannot imagine a single family event without them. My fiancé's family, on the other hand, is smaller, and the kids are only included in the big events, Christmas, Easter, and their own birthdays. They have a rule that every party is to be child-free. So, sending out the invitations, we obviously did not write child-free on it, because it's not. There will be approximately 13 kids there, 5 to 17. My future MIL calls us up to clarify. She asked if we had told my family no kids. We had to tell her that there were going to be kids there. She got very angry. Then, on Thursday, we went to pick up her dog, and she was there with Max's aunt and 2 cousins. We were basically cornered about the kids thing. They gave us the following arguments. 1. It has been a long-established tradition that kids were not to attend parties and events with alcohol. 2. As his father is paying for half of the wedding, for thousands, and they don't want to see a kid ruining it and wasting his money. 3. They have been looking forward to no kids and letting loose. After we left, we both decided that arguments 1 and 3 are dumb. Number 2 has us scratching our heads. Are we the a-holes if we keep kids at the wedding?
Oh, I didn't realize it was your future father-in-law's wedding. No. Budget and see if you or your family can try to make up his dad's 4,000s. Tell him no thank you, and have as many kids as you want at your wedding. That may be a rule his family set forth. Not sure why his family gets to dictate your family. What a weird thing to impose. Congrats, enjoy your wedding, and all of the cute kids dancing on the dance floor. So incredibly sorry your fiancé's family can't get hammered. Such a shame.
The little ones are choreographing a little dance for the reception. It's so cute, lol.
Not the a-hole. Your wedding, your choice. If his father wants to withdraw his money, he can do that, because it's his money. He'd be an a-hole, but there you go. It has been a long-established tradition in his family. This is your wedding, and involves your family as well. There is no reason why his family's tradition should reign supreme. Practically everywhere on the planet that isn't the US, having kids at a party that also has alcohol is normal. The kids just don't drink the alcohol. What kind of letting loose do they plan at your wedding that would be inappropriate for a child to see? If a child shouldn't see it, then I wouldn't want it happening at my wedding.
Not the a-hole. Your family includes kids in everything. His family doesn't. It's you and your fiancé getting married, and it's your decision which way to go. You've decided kids are welcome. If his family doesn't like it, they don't have to show up or give any funds towards the wedding. But your fiancé should be handling his family about it.
Mini update. Max's dad had apparently no idea of the ultimatum we were given on Thursday. He has told us to keep the money and hung up. Max got a text from his sister asking if he had done anything because their mom is cursing out the dad. Mini update 2. Max's mom called to apologize.
Am I the a-hole for stealing my ex's attention at his girlfriend's party when I was dancing with our daughter? My ex, 27 male, and I, 24 female, broke up over a year ago, but we have a 2.5 years old baby girl together, so we're still close and have a good relationship. Well, there's not much else to say. He's dating someone new, 27 female. It was her birthday yesterday and my ex invited our baby and me since it was in his backyard. He invited his family as well, so I was mostly chatting with them. My daughter was playing with her cousins and some other kids from his girlfriend's side of the family. It was quite okay, really. He was playing music and the kids were dancing and playing. My daughter and one of her cousins came up to where we were sitting and asked us to dance too. I went to dance with them, then my daughter called her father and we started dancing with her. We weren't at it for too much. We were dancing and so were the kids' other adults. But his girlfriend got pissed off and called the party off. She then personally attacked me telling stuff like why I left him if I'm not over my ex, and that I'm an attention seeker whore, that she knew I'd act like that when her boyfriend told her I was coming, a lot of stuff. And it caused a family fight too. Her and her family left so it was just us. My ex and his family were quite upset. After his family left my ex and I talked more calmly and he said he was disappointed in his girlfriend's reaction. So well, some people see it as I was looking for this kind of reaction when I went to the party, but I was not. I was invited and I went. I think it's so important to have a close relationship with my daughter's father. What would be the alternative? Her having to see us fight all the time? But I don't know, maybe I'm off.
The father wanted his 2.5-year-old daughter at the party and probably hopefully the girlfriend did too. But you obviously know that if the father's 2.5-year-old daughter is at the party, then he would have to basically watch her almost full time, and that would really seriously distract from his new girlfriend and her party where she wants to be the center of attention. The two exes and the daughter are on really good terms and still care about each other and about properly co-parenting. If the new girlfriend can't stand the fact that he will have a child by another woman and indeed the other woman in the picture for the next 15 or 16 years, then sounds like this is a very good way of showing that she's just not mature enough and can't handle her jealousy.
Seems like a really good thing that had happened now and not after they get married and have other children or something, and then she tries to force her new husband not to ever interact with the ex, which would be horrible for their little daughter. She sounds petty and vindictive, and I hope he's doubting the relationship at this point.
Yeah. And his family, aka my daughter's family, was there too. When he thought about inviting his family, I think it's obvious that I was included. Him and I didn't work out as a romantic relationship, but we're still a family.
Let me get this correct. Your ex invited you and your daughter to his new girlfriend's birthday party instead of just inviting your daughter without actually consulting his girlfriend. He told her, didn't ask her, and you are all shocked at the fallout? Everyone sucks here for actually thinking it was in any way okay to do this.
I'm guessing she knew since they planned the party together.
I get how the ex is an a-hole for inviting Op. But how is OP an a-hole for going to a party she was invited to? I don't think that it was unreasonable for OP to assume that the ex and the new girlfriend had talked about the list of people invited.
Not the a-hole. Some people are yelling at you for accepting the invitation, which seems weird. Your ex is the a-hole he never should have invited you. She's an a-hole who clearly is very insecure in her relationship and probably shouldn't date people with kids because their exes are going to be part of their lives. Sounds like all you did is accept an invitation in good faith and dance with your kid. Assuming there's nothing else going on, you're fine. In the future, you might want to make sure you keep more distance during the beginnings of your ex's relationships so they can build a strong enough foundation. But at the end of the day, that's a him problem.
Update. Well, feel free to ignore this post, it doesn't matter anymore because they broke up, so I guess I won't even have the chance to apologize.
What do you think of these stories? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel for more interesting stories.